What's good, y'all? What's good? Speak Your Cloud Podcast. Mike says, Bender Boy representative, and I'm here tonight to talk about Wu Tang Clan, Wu Tang Forever, the 23rd year anniversary, man. Now, I know 23 years ain't a prominent year like a 10 year, 25, 30. You get the gist. But I just want to talk about this particular album. Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Forever, released June 3rd, 1997. Alright? And I was in the motherfucking building when this shit was released. It's a huge part of my life. It's my favorite Wu-Tang Clan album. I just can't get enough of this album, man. Like, Enter the Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers is the album that got me to buy hip hop. You know what I mean? To actually purchase hip hop. Now, back in like 1992, 93, I was hearing hip hop being played from my uncle. In 1995, he actually played me Public Enemy, Yo Bum Rush the Show. I told this story on every social media, my Instagram, on YouTube, on the podcast. I told this story, but he played Y'all Gonna Get Yours on my grandmother's vinyl player in the living room, and the whole motherfucking floor shook. And when I heard that, I was like, whoa. But before that, I heard Lottie Dottie, from Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew. Slick Rick, known as Ricky D back then, in 85, but I heard that shit in 95, and then Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the Kane, and stuff like that. But what made me get into like buying hip hop was Wu-Tang Clan. That's a definite. I'll tell the story again. It was 95. My uncle had this subscription, like you kind of got you get to the Sauce magazine, but this was like VHS tapes, and it was called Video Rock Music Monthly. Google the shit, you should find it. It was a 1993 edition of the tape, but it came out in 94, like early 94. So all the videos in there were from 1993, okay? You had KRS-One, Sound of the Police on there. Onyx and Biohazard, the Judgment Day song was on there. Master Ace, Born to Roll, was it? A Jeep Ass Nigga, one of those was on there. I can't remember which one. The Alcoholics, Only When I'm Drunk, was on there. Too Short, one of the songs off Getting Where You Fit, and I don't remember. But yeah, that's pretty much was on there. But the standout for me on that particular VHS tape was Wu-Tang Clan, The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Now, when I seen that video, it made me leave the house, man, because I was obsessed with ninjas as a kid. G.I. Joe with Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, Ninja Turtles, all kind of movies like that. I was like, yo, this shit is so ill. But the sound of it, like, really hit me. And I swear to God, y'all, by the time, it was a couple of, weeks in, I memorized every single word on that song. And when I seen that video, I left the house with my allowance money, and I bought Enter the Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers on cassette. And from that moment on, die-hard Wu-Tang Clan fan, man. After that, they dropped solo albums, Method Man to Cal, Oh Dirty Bastard, Return to the 36 Chambers. My favorite hip-hop album of all time, Raekwon, Only Proof of Cuban Links, Ghostface Killer, Iron Man, Jizzle Liquid Swords, They already had like a fucking chokehold on the rap game, and they had a name going for themselves, you know what I mean? So when 1997 came around, it was time to release their fucking sophomore album, Wu-Tang Forever, released in 1997, June 3rd of 97 to be exact. It was over, man. It was fucking over. I remember seeing the ad in the source that said Wu-Tang Clan double album coming spring 97. And yo, the excitement reigned. You know what I mean? It fucking rained. And I remember, man, I was in school and I just couldn't wait for that fucking bell to ring at 2:30, 3 o'clock. I forgot what time, and I was in the fifth grade, so elementary school. I forgot what time niggas got out. I think it was 3 o'clock, maybe 2:30, 2:30 maybe. I think 3 o'clock was like high school, so I'm pretty sure it was 2:30. I just couldn't wait for that motherfucking bell to ring, yo. You know what I mean? Because I told my uncle, yo, meet me after school so I can get this shit. Because they were really strict on letting young niggas get albums with parental advisory on it, you know what I mean? So it was like Christmas. You know when you're real little and you can't wait for Christmas morning? It was like that. You know what I mean? I'm talking to my niggas about, wrestling and stuff like that, but we're talking about Wu-Tang too. And I remember pacing the floors, just being impatient. Got that happy feeling in your, like nervous feeling in your stomach. Like, this is what music used to do to niggas, man, especially me. It was like crack, bro. Like, you needed that fix. And no internet back then. There was internet, of course, but I didn't have that shit. No, I didn't get this shit till 2009. I've been saying that on this channel, but man, I swear to God, like I was fucking fiending for this album, and 2:30 hits and niggas fucking can't wait. I walked out of school, see my uncle standing by the gate. We walked to the mall, and I got the double cassette of Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Forever, man, and put it in the portable Sony Walkman I had. It was a black Walkman with the gold Sony logo on it. I'll never forget it. And, man, was I fucking just floored with this album. Now, I worshipped fucking Enter the Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers, man. I listened to that tape every damn day from 95, 96. Like, oh, man. That and the solo albums, I would like fluctuate between those and just play those nonstop, along with Mobb Deep and fucking Nas and Tupac and all that classic shit, you know what I mean? But man, oh man, this album, to me, is the greatest thing Wu-Tang Clan ever did as a group. It's the greatest album. It's their magnum opus. It's their classic. I love every bit of this album, man. RZA, they recorded this in California in like a mansion, and RZA was in his bag. This is like, honey dip blunt smoking RZA, dust blunt smoking RZA at his prime, RZA Rector, you know what I mean, with the fangs, and he was just cooking up some fucking gems, you know what I mean. Disc 1 and Disc 2 are absolutely flawless in my personal opinion. I don't care what niggas say. They're fucking flawless, man. Nothing wrong with them. There's two things I gotta say. We'll get that out the way right now, okay? Disc 1, Wu Revolution featuring Papa Wu. That's too much. It's too long of an intro. I know Papa Wu was kicking wisdoms and stuff like that. R.I.P. Papa Wu all fucking day. But that was annoying to me, especially when you're a fucking 11-year-old kid. No, I was 12 at the time. A 12-year-old kid trying to fast forward through a long-ass intro, you know what I mean? Just to get to Reunited, you know? And then on Disc 2, there's something I don't like, and it's the song Black Shampoo by You God. I just don't like it. Other than that, perfect fucking album. A 5 mic album for me, man. Easily a 5 micer for me. I forgot to mention, too, the older niggas in the projects, man. When I was walking to school, they told me, yo, that Wu-Tang Forever, man. You know? You gotta hear it, Mikey, because it was a midnight release at the Record Town, now known as FYE. And they got it early, you know? And my mother would let me get it that late, you know what I mean? So I had to wait to the actual release date. But once they said that to me, that made me even more excited in school, you know? And this and Ghostface Killah Supreme Clientele are my favorite hip-hop album release dates of all time. Because I was there for them. I know what it was like. Wu-Tang Clan is my favorite music, period. So, yeah, those stick out for me. But man, their album, like, I'll do a top three tracks off each disc. All right, disc one, I gotta go with Visions. That beat is crazy, man. Meth killed that shit. Love that track so much, man. So fucking good. Then I would go with Older Gods. That beat is crazy, man. Love that shit. And last but not least, it's a single, but I fucking worship it. It's Yours. Man. Fucking Inspect the Deck. I crystallize the rhyme so you can sniff it. Like that one. Ooh, woo, man. Fire. That's my shit. This two, I would say Triumph. You know, it's a single too, but I don't give a fuck. Featuring Capadonna. Just bars of fucking pain. Niggas killing shit on the mic, no chorus, and that was on the radio, man. That I would come home from school and hear that on daytime radio. Ill shit. I worship Triumph. Huge part of my life. Big single. Absolutely worship it, man. That's my shit. Then the second track would be The Projects. Ghostface Killer had an ill verse. That's my shit right there. And then, Duck Season, I would say. RZA, man. RZA body that shit. Heaters is another one too, but those are my top three. 5 mic fucking album. This shit plays out perfectly other than my little discrepancies, but it still gets a 5 mic. And I hate when niggas say about this record, oh, Wu-Tang Clan Forever would have been a classic if it was shortened and all that. Fuck that shit. Okay? This is the greatest double disc album of all time. Period. When it comes to hip hop. Worship it. It's amazing. It's immaculate. It's a 5 mic record, man. Released on my favorite label too, Loud Records, man. So, Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Forever. I can't get enough of that album, man. That is a motherfucking classic. A masterpiece. My favorite Wu-Tang Clan album. And it's a 23-year anniversary. I figured I'll spit some shit about it. Not too long, not too in depth. Just giving my thoughts on this album, man. It's a fucking fantastic record. Hopefully me and the crew will review it. And I'll catch y'all niggas on the flip side. Got like 2 episodes planned for y'all. Top 5 E40 albums. That should be coming soon, hopefully this weekend. And top 10 Rap A Lot Records albums, man. It's going to be a good one. So keep your eyes out for that. And hopefully some more album reviews coming. So I will see you motherfuckers on the flip side. Peace.